This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
This is mock draft season. We've seen plenty of mock drafts come out on the on the socials. What is your ideal draft for the Steelers? If you were in their position, kind of run me through the first couple rounds and kind of who you would like to see them go after.
Yeah, team needs and draft. Who you want to fill those gaps with in the draft?
Trade everything for Caleb Williams, right? That's number one, of course. But let's just assume that's not the option. I want Jackson Powers Johnson in the first round so bad. And that is a typical boring Steelers pick that is not extremely sexy unless you're a football nerd. Then the center is sexy because I watched, the last 2 years, I've watched Kendrick Green and Mason Cole be on their ass for the entire game at center for Pittsburgh. Bad snaps, bad blocking, bad everything. And Jackson Powers Johnson is a plug-and-play Pro Bowl level center that is going to solve that problem. So that is like my number one dream scenario is Jackson Powers Johnson. Even if they have to trade up a couple spots like they did for Broderick last year, perfect situation. I would like a tackle as well. I know Fashanu is falling down some boards. Fuaga kind of hits and misses, so if JPJ is gone and there are teams that need center in front of Pittsburgh as well, and Miami's one spot behind Pittsburgh and also needs a center. So there's a lot of center needs right there where Pittsburgh picks at 20. So in the first round, if it's not a center, offensive tackle will be good. Cornerback is also acceptable. There's a lot of good ones in this draft, so I'd kind of rather wait and see what the depth looks like later because I think we're limited on O-linemen. And it's not limited at O-linemen, but limited at really upper echelon talent at the position of O-line, early. And then CB is just so deep. There are so many good wide receivers, the deepest position in this class. So teams are I think we might get a little wide receiver chicken in the first round from some of these teams. There's so many good ones. Maybe we'll wait, but you can't wait on Marvin. You can't wait on Malik. You can't wait on Dunze. Those guys are going top 10, I think, almost for sure. All of them. But for Pittsburgh, CB is huge. And then if we miss JPJ, like I do think we will in the first round, and we take an offensive lineman or a corner, Quinyon Mitchell was great. Terrion Arnold, I know a lot of people like as well. Kool-Aid's in there. All those guys are in play. Cooper DeJean. In the second round, Zach Frazier or Cedric Van Pratt from Georgia, like those two centers, Frazier and Van Pratt, I think those are options in the second round. If not, once again, corner, because corner is a big need. Safety is a big need for Pittsburgh. Offensive line depth outside of, because I think the guard spots are good. Siamalu played through a shoulder injury for most of the year. James Daniels was adequate, a little above average in terms of like PFF grade and stuff. So I think those guys are fine. So center, tackle, I think Broderick moves to left, so we'll probably get a right tackle. Corner, safety, and then linebacker. The position is a mess. Like I said before, it's a Landon Roberts. Cole Holcomb tore his knee late in the season. And they were going down. They were going to that card scammer, Blake Martinez. That's how bad it was.
Card scammer.
I mean, that's how bad it was. Yeah, they had to go collect them all the linebackers, because every single stupid linebacker was hurt. So it was just a mess at that position too. So it's like right now going into the season, it's Roberts and Mark Robinson. I don't know that Holcomb is going to be available to go week 1. And then there's nothing behind those guys. So, and there's not a lot of money that they have to spend free agency either. They'll make a couple cuts. I think Larry Ogunjobi will go. That'll free up a little bit of room because Keanu Benton was so good, and they have depth along the interior of the defensive line. But yeah, the big needs outside of obviously quarterback are center, tackle, linebacker, corner, and another safety whoever the best talent is, because like I said, Minka, you can play him at free, and that's where I prefer him to make those plays, but you got to get somebody at strong if he's going to play free, because no one is tackling, no linebackers. So it's like watching Texas all over again, which I'm not used to with the Steelers. The Steelers are always known for good tackling. Texas is whiffing tackles at a crazy rate until this year. So it's like I was watching the same team for a couple, for a season there, and it was driving me crazy. So, yeah. Anyway, that is my team needs for the Steelers as of now.